All right, here we go. Welcome. This is the immortal John Hancock, back with another live stream, and want to welcome everybody for joining the live game chat. And here we go, talking about PRGE. We're going to talk about my NES collection and answer some game collecting moments. So, game collecting questions, feel free to ask away. Hello, welcome, Mushroom Galaxy 69, DNA Dimension Designs. Hello, how's it going? I want to do a shout out to DNA Dimension Designs for contributing to doing some label work for me for my Immortal Edition Game Panic, which is going to be at PRGE. So I'll have a limited edition run of those. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It is so tough. It is so tough. We'll see if that happens. So. Are you getting Fist of the North Star? What system? Not NAL? Ooh, Billy, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I see people coming on. And yeah, it's just going to be great. So, hey, John, Jan here, JHA Collectibles. Welcome. What's up, Alorso? Welcome. Stu's Reviews, welcome. How's it going? So, I have a lot to cover, and I'm getting ready. These big shows, these PRGE shows, these are the big ones. I want to let people know these are the Portland Retro Gaming Expo has been around a long time. I've been to every show. I was one of the original organizers of it, and I promote it now. And you know, I have a big part of doing this year's show. My NES box game collection is going to be at the show. Huge deal. Okay, it's going to be a big deal. Krillin64, welcome. Krillin doing the moderating, welcome. Thank you for being on these. John, do you like the 2600 game Hero? Yes, I do. Love it quite a bit, actually. It's an excellent game. One of the best Activision made for the 2600. Have you played any games in the Mother game series? Earthbound? Yes, I have. I haven't played them a ton, but yes, I'm a fan of the series. It's just RPGs these days for me are pretty tough. So I want to welcome everybody for coming on and talking about Portland Retro Gaming Expo. What's up from Texas? Welcome, Michael Williams. So yeah, it's what's your favorite game convention? Gee, I wonder. So, Chuck Van Pelt, one of the organizers of the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Of course, it is the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. If you're going to pick one retro gaming show or just game show in general to go to every year, it's Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and this is why. And the part of the live stream is to talk about why it's important and why this convention's important. It is the #1 place to go to meet YouTubers. It's the #1 place to go to see an amazing arcade and pinball collection. Free play is huge. There's tournaments. There's people that originated in the industry. There's several Atari classic programmers there. There is just an amazing amount of content to purchase. There's vendors all around the world. They're going to be there. And this year, the big thing for this year is there's an NES museum. And this room is going to be packed full with crazy, amazing stuff from lots of collectors other than me. But the center point is my box NES collection. Every game, every licensed game boxed. Now, I'm missing a few boxes. I'm missing two, and hopefully Frank and some other people, some mega collectors and historians out there, we can find those games and have them available at the show just to look at. So, yes, Chuck Van Pelt, amazing contributor to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. These organize Corey Strite of Classics and Oddities, also a former organizer. These organizers put in countless thousands of hours every year to put on this show. It is an amazing and overwhelming undertaking to put one of these on. The countless meetings, the coordinating with other people, hoping the providing equipment, the money, the time. It is quite, it's a lot of work. And so I'm just happy to be a small part of it this year, and really excited about having my NES collection on display. So yes, Earthbound is a very expensive game. Yes, it is. That's why there's ROMs and emulators for people that want to go that way. Michael Callahan, future collection plans, upgrades, and downgrades. Yes, let's talk about my newest things. Corey, glad you're on. Are you going to be on the Happy Console Gamer Show again soon? I haven't been asked back, and I'd love to be. I'd love to do stuff up there. The thing is I go up to the Canada every year, and we just haven't crossed paths. It's nothing against us. Again, I love Happy Console Gamer. I love being on a show. We just haven't coordinated anything, haven't scheduled anything. How's the family doing? They're tired. Wife is dealing with a sick kid, so that's tough. Are you excited about Mega Man 11? Excited? Meh. I don't know if I'm excited. I like Mega Man. I think Mega Man 11's probably great. I don't know if I'm excited about it. I do want to play it though, yes. But have you played a little bit of the new Spider-Man and your thoughts? Haven't played a lot of the new Spider-Man. Krillin, I have a repro of Earthbound. It's one that has all the content that was removed from the US version. Erickson, 1983. Hey John, welcome. 60 people already on. This is great. So yeah, I'm excited. There's a ton of game content coming out. It seems like there's a lot of really, the scene is really just catering to the retro. The scene is catering to nostalgia. The scene is catering to just a lot of amazing stuff. And so yeah, I'm ready for Castlevania on the Switch. There's a new announcement where they're going to have Rondo of Blood Symphony of the Night on PS4. So yeah, there's just a ton of stuff. All right, let's go into the game room, and I want to show you kind of my updates. And again, this is to talk about a little bit about PRGE. Tickets are available still, and it is cheaper to purchase them now. I have a link below in this live game chat, and it's important that you save money when you purchase them ahead of time. And have you beaten Little Samson? No, I have not. So I'm in my game room. Let's see how the stream holds up. Hopefully that. So there's the box. My box game collection, and many of these Nintendo boxes are going to be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo in the museum, the exact ones. And I have some crazy stuff to show, and some things that have been donated. And when I grow up, I want a room like yours. Yeah, I've worked really hard. I'd say it's taken me 25 plus years. Future collection plans are to have a museum in the Northwest. And so it's going to take time. I do have a sneak peek of a game that's going to be at PRGE. I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to have that in the stream as well. Wow, it's a lot of games. How many games do you think you have in total? No idea. Thousands. So I have, probably 11, 12,000 now. I'm really focusing on upgrades right now. I have a lot of games I want to get better conditions of. And when you have everything, then you start looking at condition, and it's always about box upgrades, etc., etc. Well, yeah, and it's everybody kind of gets focused on how many games I have, and I never was about how many games. It's about how many complete sets, because I want to archive and have a place that has many complete game collections. More importantly, a place where I can talk about my game collection. I love talking about games. I'm doing 2 panels at PRGE, and I'm here to talk about that a little bit. So real quick, on Saturday from 12:30 to 1:15, I'm with Kelsey Lewin, and we're doing talking about edutainment games and educational games, kind of overlooked games that are out there. Also, at 2 o'clock from 2 to 2:45, I'm part of the Metal Jesus Rocks mega panel, and I'm excited to be about that. The Metal Jesus Rocks super panel. Sorry, it's not the mega panel, it's the super panel. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, what do you think of the next best full collection you get realistically? Do you think what's the next best full collection for you to get? I'm pretty close to Atari Jaguar. I'm really close to Neo Geo CD. I'm two away from that. I'm missing just a handful. So Saturn of about 20, 21 to go. All hail ROMs, the impoverished ones. The impoverished ones. Nothing wrong with the ROMs. All right, yeah. John, you're truly an asset and credit to the gaming world and just all around nice guy. You're a pleasure to listen and chat with. I was fortunate enough to have my table next to you. Jaha 1974, hats off. That was a very kind comment. I try to be sincere and kind. I'm human just like everybody else. I get tired. I get angry. But I try to bring wealth and kindness to the gaming community. All right, let's talk about some amazing contributions. So these came. This person does not want to be announced on the channel, and let's talk about what I had several things donated. So, all right. First up, I had a couple people actually donate Last Action Hero. So Last Action Hero, and this is an amazing shape game, and it is immaculate. The box is immaculate shape, amazing. And so for people that want to know, the extras are typically traded, and I do give away some of my extras as well. I do trade a lot of my extras to trade them off to get games I don't have. I did that at AVGC. I traded some extras of mine, and I used that to get a Donkey Kong Jr. box I was missing. Yeah. Krillin, you're amazing. Anyways, yes, this game is pristine. And I want to welcome everybody on the stream. And yes, Christopher Benjamin, welcome. All right, so I'm thankful for these crazy things. I did get a random Sega Saturn game at a local game store, the Outpost, and it's a new video game store in Kelso. And I did pick it up, and I got Dragonheart. And it's just nice to see a game store actually open. And Jason's a nice guy, and he had a game store in the Kelso Mall. And he's opened up fairly recently, and he had one Sega Saturn game, and I just so happened to need it. It was an upgrade to my copy. Yep. Christopher Benjamin, yeah, I love you too. And yeah, so Dragonheart, yeah, it's kind of an oddity. Okay, do you prefer the Skate series over Tony Hawk games? I grew up with the Tony Hawk. Well, I didn't grow up, but in college I grew up with the Tony Hawk games. I like the Tony Hawk games, but I played less Skate games. So yeah. Roman Palmer, thank you so much for your kind words. All right, 64 people. Woo! Also, must be difficult to manage what games you have and which ones you don't. Yeah, I've bought in doubles. I've mostly bought a lot of doubles for my Super Nintendo. Yeah, Tony Hawk is nostalgia. To me, the Skate series is probably great. I just haven't played a lot of it. And so, yeah. What's better, Sega CD or Saturn? I would say Saturn, because Saturn's like a full-blown system. Sega CD was kind of like an add-on. Thoughts on Donkey Kong 2 Arcade? Played it. It's not original. It's like someone making levels for Donkey Kong. It's hard. Really hard. Donkey Kong 2 Arcade is really hard. Yep. Coming to PRGE from Denver for Saturday and Sunday. Hope to see you. I'll be there. I also have a booth. I'll be at the booth. If I'm at the booth, I'm doing a panel with either Kelsey or the Metal Jesus Super Panel. And if I'm not doing that, then I'll be at my booth or in the museum. And so the museum, and it's going to be some of my time in there where I can talk and showcase my own collection. Do you have Robot Tank and Spike's Peak? Spike's Peak, that's a Zonix game for 2600. I do have Robot Tank, yes. All right, Billy, thank you. $10 donation. $10 Billy bucks are worth nothing, so here's $10 US. Funny. Thank you, Billy. So hilarious. Okay, but yeah, I sent your games out, Billy, so thank you so much. Big hello from the Bahamas. Awesome. Retro Island Boy. Alpha, I only get a repro if it's translation of a Japan game we never got with content removed from US version or a ROM hack. All right. Gert the Gamer, do you like Three Ninjas Kick Back the game? Yeah, it's a pretty good game, actually. So yeah, PRGE is just an amazing show. real quick, I want to show a sneak peek. Thank you for everybody being on this. And so this game that I'm going to show right now is going to be at the show. It's having a soft launch of it. And I'm not going to show gameplay footage, but I want to let you know, okay? It's Galactic Ascension. And this just got sent to me. I'm going to be talking about it on my channel. And I don't know a lot about it other than it's a strategy game for Nintendo. And it looks pretty cool. It comes with like its own hard case. I've used cases similar to this for Atari games. I like them because they're tough. And they're kind of sturdy. They look nice on a shelf. And, you know, it's the same size as, about the same size as a Nintendo box. And, ooh, did I just show a game? Yeah, so this game, and it comes with it. It's like really in here nice. It's got a nice snap case. And this is Rusty Garrard's game. I'm playing Garrard, sorry. And it's distributed by Stupid Geeks Incorporated. So yeah, this is a really nice, the cart looks like looks all new parts. Here's the shell. And the manual, it's a strategy game. Here's some of the graphics on the back there. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Strategy game, Galactic Ascension. It's going for like the black box. So this is brand new, and I just got it in the mail today. And so it looks like it's definitely like a 4-player strategy game. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Take command of the interstellar empire, launch fleets of starships to travel across the galaxy and wrest control of planets from rival empires. Explore the galaxy to identify key planetary systems to exploit for the strategic or economic value. Up to 4 players take turns issuing secret orders that are resolved simultaneously around the world, or each round. Launch fleets and watch well-laid plans unfold. Ooh, this is cool. All right, pretty neat. Haven't seen a game like this, I think, and I'm excited about checking it out. I'll do my best to show this on my channel and in a future video. And this is going to be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and I'm sure it's going to be available afterwards. But the soft launch, and sometimes a lot of games, for people that can't get at the show, do not worry. Because a lot of times, especially like Atari Age, and so this is something where they launch something at the show, and then later on you can get it. So another example, do you have any rare games in your collection? Alpha Stunna. Duh. So yeah, happy to catch a stream, Dan T. Hey, John from Toronto. Always love the content. Welcome. Toronto is welcome on the show. Can't wait for PRGE. My son and I go every year. We have 6. I think we have 6 autographs from you. Well, retrograded. Thank you. Yeah, as in rare, as in value. Yes. Duh. Have you played Myst or Riven for PC? I've played Myst a little bit. Very challenging PC game. So anyways, this is going to be at the show at PRGE, debuting there. Atari Age is launching some new Atari 2600 games and other for Atari Jaguar. They'll have new games at the show. There's going to be a new Intellivision, and that's going to be awesome to see that and listen to Tommy talk about the new Intellivision. That's going to be a real treat having at the show. Are you going to come out with any more merch? Ordered a shirt. I want to come out with another shirt. I'd love for someone to make me a new shirt artwork. And so always looking for artists. I'm always looking for artists to do all sorts of things for my channel. I want to shout that out. And working on night shift in the Netherlands and watching you live. Woo! Awesome! That's right. Working and watching YouTube. I would totally watch YouTube if I could at work, but I can't. So yeah, this is my first PRGE. Can't wait to meet you. So Jester, you are in for a treat. Next game from my collection. This is another recent donation. Complete in box, Color a Dinosaur. So to answer the previous question, yes, rare and valuable. So Color a Dinosaur, and for people that were asking, a lot of my games are complete or at least have cart instruction box. So yes, You come out with a shirt, you sure want one. Yeah, I mean, I want to make a new shirt. Probably not in time for the show, maybe next year. So, cart's in really nice shape. And it does include the manual. And the manual is in pretty good shape. And again, these are the types of games that are quickly becoming harder to find. Yeah, Color Dinosaur is a very obscure Nintendo game, and this is part of the licensed set. And it's just one of those things where this game came out late. Let's see the date here. Looking here, want to say early 90s, 92. So the red label right there. This right there, the red label Nintendo Entertainment System, those games typically came out in the 90s and are really hard to get. And not hard, but yeah. And so, yeah. So that's another rare game. That's part of my set that just came in. And I have crazy stuff like that just sent to me because people know that eventually I'm going to be donating my collection for a museum and being the curator of it. And that's my dream job. That is my dream job. I want to get there someday. It's just a matter of time. And just, yeah, it's really tough to, it's kind of like talking about the museum right now. It's kind of like riding a bike and fixing it at the same time. It's really hard to work on it and have a full-time job and a YouTube. And, okay, that game looks fun. Do you lose points if you color outside the lines? Pretty funny. John and I want to thank everybody for being on the stream. 77 people. Let's see if we can get to 100. Is Wario Woods a rare NES game since it was the last game released? Not really. Wario's Woods, not rare, uncommon. Okay. Just scored myself a Sears Telegames Atari 2600 Pong Sports with manual box. Looks new. Love your work. Awesome, Iron Maiden. That's a great score. I love hearing stuff like that. And really, I want to know that, you know, a lot of people focus on the value of games and a lot of people focus on rare games. I kind of just focus on games. And it doesn't matter if it's cheap or rare or good or bad. I love it all. I love collecting it. I love talking about it. I love collecting budget stuff. I love collecting the valuable stuff. But I don't really kind of pigeonhole myself into just one thing. I like it all. I like talking about it. I take pride in my channel talking about a wide range of things. And these are just some of the things that I've been going after because it's gone public display. I've been focusing on my NES collection because I'm stressed. Getting ready for PRGE, I'm going to be taking these and having them in the public. Yeah. Yeah. What retro game stores do you recommend? I live in Texas. No idea. You're going to have to look in your area and find out what's there. I've never been to Texas retro store, so there you go. John, after you guys went to Digipress, it inspired me to go back there. And Stu's Reviews, and I finally meet Joe Santulli and bought an Odyssey 2 in Boston. Joe's an awesome guy and hooked me up with a shirt. And we go way back, and he's got a great retro store. So, yeah, you're lucky to live there. Yep. Yeah. All right. Do you think Doink the Clown for the PS5 official mascot would be your initial what would be your initial reaction? I like Doink the Clown, but no, it's not going to be their mascot. That was funny. All right, other rare stuff. Let's continue. Here's another game that I did not have complete in box, and now I do. And this is Secret Scout. This is pretty hard to get. Complete in box, really nice shape. I would say the condition is about an 8 out of 10. And this is the condition of the boxes that I like to get. I like these in nice shape. You know, this is something that was an unlicensed game. I have many unlicensed games going to be at the show. And this is stuff that I like to showcase. And I don't collect all the unlicensed stuff, but I have quite a bit of it, and it's all in box. And even just looking around here, let's see, turn around. Looking for unlicensed. Oh, here we go. Here's Pyramid. Stuff like that. Really nice shape. I have all the American Video Entertainment games in box except the Maxi 15. Maxi 15 is a compilation of a lot of the games all in one. And I'm missing the outside box. So let me show you that. That's one I'm actually missing. But it's not the license set, so I have this. Okay. I have the Maxi 15, and you open it up, and I have the cart. And the cart's in really good shape. Pretty good shape. And then I even have the manual, the foam, and yeah. And then I even have that, but I don't have the outside box. So that's one thing that I'm missing. I'd like to get. And so I'm just thankful of getting, and I've had this in my collection a long time. And Jeremiah Covington, if you're watching this, Jeremiah Covington is a collector that I collected with in Northern California, and he's from Bernie, California. And he's a longtime Nintendo collector, and some of his games now are part of my collection. I want to say thank you. Reggie! How's it going? Reggie, Radical Reggie on here. I want to say thank you, Radical Reggie, for being on. And I want to say thank you so much. Me and Radical Reggie are going to be part of the Metal Jesus Rock Super Panel, and that's Saturday at 2 o'clock. Also, it was great to hang out with Radical Reggie in New Jersey, and we got to hang out. Got to fly back to there, drive back to the airport together. I wish I could have hung out with him more, but it was great doing a panel with him. He's a great friend, and want to say thank you, Reggie, for being on here. Yes. Is it better to be radical or to be immortal? I think radical is cooler. You know, radical is cooler, and you know, definitely the nod to being radical, because radical means you're popular. Immortal just means you're old. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, radically immortal. There you go. Combination of both. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could like squeeze in all Radical Reggie's like PlayStation knowledge. He's very knowledgeable on his PlayStation games, his Tales series. I hear that a lot, but yeah. So yeah. I fell in love with the Vectrex PRGE 2 years ago, hoping to see some games this year. Last year was pretty limited. Retrograded. Yeah, it's pretty tough. You know, Chuck Van Pelt, a huge Vectrex fan, along with me. There's crazy stuff coming out to the Vectrex all the time. And so, like, stuff like this came out. I showed this on an earlier video. And this is from, I do believe, Germany. And this is Sasha Luce. This is Loose Soft. I'm going to say it wrong. I apologize. But anyways, he's always coming out with Vectrex stuff. Box Vectrex games are awesome. So yeah. If you ever find a Saturn Bomberman manual, hit me up. I'm looking for one to complete my copy of it. So, alright, Krillin. Sounds great. What do you think the worst games of all time are, in your opinion? Well, worst games of all time, there's many. One of them, Shadow War of Succession on 3DO is in my top 5 for worst games of all time. So yeah, Radical Reggie, people thought John Immortal name came from surviving some medical trauma. I was like, no. Drunken Master Paul names him that. Yep, that's right. Not medical trauma. Yep, it was Drunken Master Paul after meeting me in my game room. And so, yeah. Any difference between the Sears home console and the 2600? Just cosmetic differences. Other than that, no. Stream stop lagging, please. Yeah, it's not lagging on my part, but yeah, I could see it fluctuating a little bit. Best name belongs to Crazy Joe. Are you bringing anything to sell at PRGE? So, Corey Strike, good friend of mine, Classics and Oddities. He actually has some of my stuff. When I cleaned up my game room at his store, I have some vintage Pong stuff. And so, Corey Strike is going to have some of my Pong collection that's doubles that I didn't need it anymore at his booth. So you check out Classics and Oddities at PRGE. He's going to have some of that. I might have some at my table as well. And yeah, John, do you collect the Atari? Yes, a little bit. I have a whole room dedicated to it. Yep. Yeah. Listen to Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Nice. John, I recently found out that the Young Indiana Jones game for the Sega Genesis is horrid. It was featured. Yep. It's pretty bad. Is there a difference between a digital game file and a ROM? There's probably a technical answer for that. I can't think of one right now. So yeah, have you come across Nintendo NWC cartridges yet? Nope, don't have an NWC cart in my collection. Gold or gray. That's a lot of bread. I could have got one a long time ago when they were in the low thousands, but even that was a lot of money for me at the time. So yeah. All right. Next game. Donated. Not a great game. Very rare. A box Wayne's World. Complete. And this is in good shape. It's kind of cool. It's got display box only. See cashier for purchase. I love that. I love seeing stuff like that. And it's got the remnants of some price sticker. And so yeah. So yeah, this is Wayne's World. It's in great shape. Okay. Wayne's World is a pretty hard game to get. Again, a late release. And happy to have this in my collection. Again, I'm down to change your playback speed. Oh. Yes, this is very rare and valuable. So Wayne's World. So for people that missed, Color Dinosaur, Wayne's World, and Last Action Hero, and Secret Scout. Leaving one other game to show, because I'm down to 2. Yeah, Wayne's World is a very obscure game. Yep. So value-wise, it's pretty easy. You can go on eBay and check completed eBay auctions or price charting, and you can see how valuable any of this stuff is. And so a lot of times people ask me how much something's worth. I'm not going to be your price guide in a nice, kind way. You can go on price charting, you can go on eBay, and you can answer that. You can get an answer pretty easy. Yeah, rare doesn't truly mean good game at all. No. Usually not, because if a game is great, it should sell. And the game companies making it, they want it to sell. Okay? Most obscure games are very expensive. That's false. There's a lot of games out there that are uncommon, that are just, When is Flashback 9 out? It's out this month. I don't know exactly when. So when you look for avoid the scalpers. Michael Callaghan, yeah, it's pretty tough to find rare stuff anymore because a lot of people have the smartphones and stuff. And so, I'm just to show a little bit of the box NES collection. So all this is going to be, all my box NES collection is going to be on display. And these are the games. I want to show it. I worked really hard at putting this together. It took years. I'm not rich. I did over 95% of it myself. Over time, I got many of the games at PRGE. And just one of the many things, I have a loose stadium events for people that ask. And that's one of 2 boxes that I'm missing. The other box I'm missing is Chubby Cherub. So I have Chubby Cherub. Have the game, have the manual, don't have the box. And that's it. And I have about 20 game boxes that are in bad shape. And the rest are in pretty good shape. So I know there's a glare there. Yeah, and that's not including my Super Nintendo, my N64, my other stuff. I'm going for GameCube now. Yeah. Pat's missing stuff too. Pat doesn't have everything. He's got a great NES collection. Yep. Isn't Stadium Events worth thousands? Yes, it is. So yeah. Panzer Dragoon Saga should have sold way more than it did. It was on the so yeah. Do you have any region exclusive games? Yeah, I'm sure there's region exclusive US games. There's region exclusive other stuff. Yeah, I have Mr. Gimmick. I do have a box Mr. Gimmick, so that's probably my rarest PAL game. Yeah. Pat might have the box for Chubby Cherub, but I'm sure he doesn't have all those Atari games. Do you have any region exclusive game? Oh yeah, sorry. Did you get the Battlezone clones Star Mash Zone recently? The overlay is fantastic. I've not. I haven't got that at Vector, or have I got Vector Patrol? Yeah. I've been really focusing again on my Nintendo collection because it's being public. Yeah, finding physical stuff is really getting tougher to find. And it's just well, there's a whole history behind Stadium Events and why is it so expensive. So that's like a whole other story. The short answer is Nintendo bought the rights to the Family Fun Fitness pad, and there's very few copies of Stadium Events survived or sold. Riggs, welcome. John Riggs on. Welcome. So yeah, since you're walking around here, before I repeat, I just joined your Patreon. Thank you so much, Stu's Reviews. Thank you so much. 64 classic game wants. Missing some box upgrades. I'm trying to complete that because I know at some point PRGE would probably ask me to bring my boxed N64 collection. What's your favorite Saturn game that isn't in the spotlight? Oh, well, let's go look. About Nintendo a little bit. I'm going to show a little bit more. So, if you haven't seen my game collection before, this is my Sega wall. And as you can see, it goes down quite a bit. And here's my Saturn stuff. So Saturn, there's a lot of games on here. And I'm missing about 21. Tempest 2000 is pretty good. It's a good Tempest. I like the Jaguar one better. Okay. A lot of obscure stuff. It's going to get dark here, so please forgive. Road Rash. Love the Road Rash. There you go. Wanted to show that. Saturn's going to be soon. I'm missing about 20-something. I've had a lot of donations, and I'm getting closer to that. So yes. Well, Alpha Stuna, you know, you're gonna have to answer a lot of this. I've answered a lot of your questions, but is it worth it to collect in box? It's up to you. It all depends on what you want to do with it. Collecting a box is expensive. And so you're going to be paying for it. If you just want a game, though, loose is fine. I have a friend, good friend, Jonathan Rose, and he goes a lot of his games are loose. And he's just a gamer. It's awesome. Yeah. Have you seen the Last Gamers Collection? Duh. Yeah, it's someone, you know, I don't live underneath a rock. Yes, I've seen the Last Gamers Collection. He's got the largest collection in the world. Yes. It's expensive, but worth it. It all depends. Like, you know, for me, I'm not selling my collection. This collection is going to start a game museum. And so you know, that to me now, it's so expensive to collect something in box. I mean, it all depends on what you're going to do with it. Are you going to resell it? Or are you trying to invest? Or you just want to have a cool game room? And so if you want a cool game room, it's expensive. It really is. Yeah, collecting is not a competition. That is the reviews. Best quote of the night. Best quote of the night. Collecting is not a competition. I'm not in it for a competition. And then people constantly try to compare me or how much you have. And I get it, but like I never was in this for a competition. There's people with more than me. There's a lot of people with less than me. And then people like put their value in how much games they have. And you know, that never was a case for me. I just like to talk about video games. Yeah, where will the museum be? It'll be in the Northwest somewhere. Don't know exactly where. Yeah, crashed. Bummer. Yeah. 87 people still online. Woo! Love your choice of favorite console. Metal Jesus Rocks. Your favorite console too, the Mega Drive or the Sega Genesis. I'll take either. One thing. Oh, a game series I'm recently beginning into. So I beat Wonder Boy on Nintendo Switch, and I'm missing Monster Lair, which was released on the Mega Drive, and we didn't get a version of it on the Sega Genesis. It's one of the Wonder Boy games we didn't get here in the States, and so I'm looking for a PAL version of that. Yes. So yeah. My girlfriend says she likes your beard. Cool. Yep. It's just getting better with age. Just on Turbo CD. No, there's a Mega Drive version of it. But it's not called Monster Lair. Same game. Iron Man, you deserve the museum. You're a rare man. Seeing you gear, your gear does deserve to be preserved. 45 years old. That's right. So, yeah. All right. Another donation. This is a crazy one, okay? This just came in. This is crazy. All right. I have never seen a box copy like this in all the PRGs I've been to of any game shows. I finally got Squoon in box, complete, really nice shape. It is really nice, like pretty clean. And a box Squoon, hang tabs, and really nice. That is really hard to get. And it means the world to me that someone would send me that. I don't take it for granted when someone sends me something valuable. They know where it's going, you know, and I'm reminded that all the time. And yeah, one of my only NES box with nudity. One of the only NES games with nudity. Yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you, Riggs. Thanks for bringing it up. You know your Nintendo stuff, so yes. So yeah, so it's one of those things where I collect for the history and the education of it, and there's a lot of stuff I don't know, but I try to educate myself as best as possible. If you're looking for one book and you want to educate yourself on just video games in general, mostly consoles and classic computers, you need to read Phoenix 4, and by my good friend Leonard Herman. You can find it on Amazon. Excellent book. Definitely recommend it. So yeah, it's Squoon. This is just a crazy condition box for people that missed it. Oh. It's in really good shape. And I'm proud to have this condition box in my collection. It's a nice shape. A lot of my games are in great shape. There's some that... Please have a Cheesies machine at your museum. Yeah, it's... Cheesies. I'm missing some. I'm missing some Canadian food. Just want to say that. Throwing it out there. So, yeah. Do you have any World War II games on PS2? I play for education as well. Nice. There's education games everywhere. It's funny. So I'm giving a test to my kids at 2nd grade, and they have a pretty cool like game intermission in the state test. And so it's just an example of like all the educational games out there that are fun that nobody's talks about because, you know, if you're not, you know, in elementary school doing a state assessment test, you're not going to be playing this game. So it's cool. Love your Flashback 9 review. Might have to get a 9 gold this year. Michael Kelly. Yeah, Flashback 9 is pretty solid. Of all the at-game stuff that came out that was announced, have it right here, actually. I did a review of that. This is actually pretty good. And the Flashback. And there's some other products they're working on updates. The Legends Flashback, they're working on an update to that to help with the sound issue. Yeah, Mario's Missing is very educational. Yeah, what else would you want to do as a career? If not a teacher, definitely a curator. And if not that, I want to be a trainer. So for all the jobs out there, I think that would be fun to do. I think training people would be fun. Yeah, I think, did you have a blast with it? Nice. Nice, Corey. That was funny. Anybody excited for a new Halloween movie? You know, I'm not a big slasher guy. The Venom movie, though, I'm going to see the new Venom because I grew up with Venom. I think that's cool. I think that will be a cool movie to see in October. Yep. What time's it? Oh, we got about 15 more minutes. I'm going to end this. Yeah, we've got 86 people on here. All right, I'll take that. Just a PRGE. Wanted to talk about the show. Anyways, training for what? So I think just training people just for their job, like work trainer. Getting them ready for like skills to employment. I think that'd be kind of a fun job. Yeah, Halloween, I'm just never been a big slasher guy. And part of that is, well, I got young kids. I'm not really into that whole scene. Though I do watch the TV Walking Dead. So that's pretty, scary. But like for slasher stuff, I mean, I don't hate it. I've seen like, the classics, Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. But I don't like go out to the new ones. I like science fiction. Science fiction horror is a little different. Like John Carpenter's Thing, I like stuff like that. But yeah, I just don't, Alien, it's okay. I didn't see the new Predator, nope. But that's kind of more my jam. I'm going to go see the new Predator. I heard it wasn't, I've heard mixed, I've heard terrible and okay, and a mix of in between. So the new Predator movie, I heard it was just okay. Any movie after the original is no longer canon, so this new Halloween is a direct sequel and possibly the last one. I'm not even into really retro games, but I still like a lot of these channels because of the history and nostalgia. Retro market is very interesting. I'm excited about the Halloween, by the way. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's movies. I like talking about movies, and I think if I wasn't in a game so much, I'd talk more about movies. Any word on the game list for the PS1 Classic? I don't have one. No. Waiting for the Neo Geo Micro to come. I hear the controllers don't have micro switches and aren't good. I'm super bummed. I don't know if you have hands-on yet. Nope, because I have an actual Neo Geo sitting over there with a lot of the original games. I'm just going to play it on that. Yep, I'm good. So, yeah, the Neo Geo Mini seems not worth the price. It's $100, and I can play the original. So, for people that can't get their hands on original, I think it's definitely an option. What I'm finding is that I'm finding the Neo Geo Mini is kind of a miss like the Neo Geo X. And it's unfortunate. I think Neo Geo fans need better. And until then, I think just playing emulated Neo Geo games, I guess. I mean, it's unfortunate. I think for as hardcore as Neo Geo fans and collectors are, they deserve the best. And it's unfortunate that the Neo Geo Mini missed the mark. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't get some of the hardcore Neo Geo fans on that system. And it's the same thing with At Games. It's the same thing with Hyperkin. There's just this general oversight of common sense stuff when you're making a product. I know it's about the bottom line and the bottom dollar, but companies need to do a better job making products. You know, it just frustrates me when a company spends thousands of dollars on something and a gamer can walk into the room and within 5 minutes say, it doesn't do this, this, and this. It needs to do this, this, and this. And it's like, come on, guys. Yeah. Okay, Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. I like Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew better than Surge, but I like Coke Zero better than Pepsi. Will the N64 Classic have 4-player games? No idea. What's the best game to play on the Nomad in your opinion? I played my Nomad with an updated screen done by Chuck Van Pelt when he did them a long time ago. And so for me, I love playing a game like Streets of Rage 2, Columns, you know, some Sega classics, something like that. Yeah. PS5 needs to be a 4K player. Not Sonic on Nomad, the old screen. The old screen, Nomad, just not the way to play. It's just not. You know. Favorite Game Gear game? Minus the Star Wars game. Game Gear. Fatal Fury Special. Fatal Fury Special on the Game Gear is well done. Believe it or not. A 8-bit port of a Neo Geo fighting game that doesn't suck. Yes. I'm trying to be everywhere. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for being on this. I have not much more time. I have about 10 more minutes. 97 people on now. What's your favorite Dreamcast game? Crazy Taxi comes to mind. Really like Crazy Taxi. That's kind of a fun kind of... I really enjoy still playing that game. If you're going to play it... I know it has aged better than other games on that console. What do I think of Streets of Rage 4? Yes, please. When it came out, I saw who was behind it. The same people that were behind the Wonder Boy game. And, oh my gosh, Lizard Cube, I do believe is their name. And sign me up. I think it looks great, and I can't wait to play it. Is the Retron 77 better than the Atari Flashback 9? All depends. I'm waiting for more information about firmware updates for the Flashback 9. I can tell you right now, that I've had better communication with at games versus Hyperkin. So if you're going off game companies, right now, at games is a lot easier to work with than Hyperkin on communication. I have tried contacting Hyperkin at least 5 different times. Five. You think they've gotten back to me once? No. So the thing that gets me really mad is the Retron 77 could be a lot better. But Hyperkin, and if they're watching, they need to hear this. They suck at communicating back to the community about product and product updates. It's frustrating. They can do a better job. And frankly, as of right now, I'm going to be the nod to the Flashback 9 because I can communicate to them with an email and get a response back within a couple hours. So, in my opinion, at games is 10 times easier to work with. So I'm frustrated with Hyperkin right now just because they need to do a better job at communicating. They're constantly dropping the ball on products. The product comes out and then that's the last I hear of them. So that's my thoughts. No, I don't have an opinion about it at all. Yeah. Hyperkin is really frustrating to deal with sometimes. And the fact that they haven't really done anything with the Retron 77. And now this thing's coming out. Between the two, I'm going to recommend this, even though it doesn't have a cartridge port, because, quite frankly, it's a similar product, and I think it's going to be better supported. Just my thoughts. Yep. Yeah, I went a little rant there. Game Gear or Lynx? Probably Lynx. Lynx just because Lynx had some unique games only on the Lynx. Game Gear, a lot of the games on the Game Gear could be played on the Sega Genesis and a better version. Yeah. Tell us how you really feel. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I hope they hear it too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Lots of Game Gear exclusive games though. Yes, I'm nothing wrong with Game Gear. I like the Game Gear, but a lot of the games that I like to play on it are on the Sega Genesis, and I play those versions instead. Yep. It is a shame that some game companies are disconnected from fans. I think fans are tired of it. Fans deserve better products, and the more that a game company can listen, and that goes to at games, Hyperkin, all of them, okay? The more that you listen to your fans on what they want, you're going to get better support. And quite frankly, I think game companies in general, all game companies can do a better job listening to their fans. Tonal Painting Tasmania. Hey John, Tasmania here. Love your channel. Old Atari Collector Hero. Awesome. Great hearing that. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I'm almost ending the stream. I got about 7 more minutes. 87 people on here. So all this polymega drama. Yeah. I don't try to get into the drama. I really try not to. I try to steer clear of that. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out, and there's going to be some that do a great job and some that don't. You know, I like some of that game stuff, and some of their stuff I don't like. Now, of all their stuff that came out, the Flashback 9 is top of the list for what I think, you know, and that's coming out this month. And so their products, I really like the Flashback 9. Hello from Brazil. Ever play MMORPGs? I have, but not anything recently. They lost my cell, but I want being mean to them on social media. Yeah, the loss of FPGA. Yeah, yes. Hello from Vancouver, Canada. Weak Sauce P, welcome. Ooh, Billy, hello from my recliner. That was funny. I need to be in a recliner right now. Pretty tired. So I'm going to be ending this stream soon. From the UK, Joe, welcome. What console do you play the most often? Ooh, that's tough. Probably a cross between Nintendo and Genesis, just for all the homebrew stuff and ROMs and stuff. I play a lot of those, yeah. And they're easy to emulate, and I can play it on the Ouya. So yeah, hello from Australia, Steven, welcome. I like the at games Ataris, they play fine, and while the at games Genesis is not great, yeah. So yeah, looking forward to seeing it at PRGE, yes. So link below for PRGE tickets. This is the time to get going to PRGE. It's going to be an amazing show. I'm doing panels there. You can go to Retro Gaming Expo website and it'll give you more information on the floor plan. If you can't make it, that's okay. So yeah, just want to say thank you, man, for all the support. John Riggs, Radical Reggie, you're great friends of mine. Thank you for supporting my stuff. And Krillin64, most of all for you, you're an amazing friend. And for people that have came up to me and you know, have thanked me for what I do, I just continue to be genuine. And yeah, so do you stream often? Yes, I stream every week. I try to do at least once a week. I'm gonna do probably do another one on Friday, and so the game plan is to do one on Friday. I sometimes stream on Thursday. This Thursday I'm kind of busy, so I'm gonna try to stream on Friday. So yeah, we'll do that. So yes, yeah, you're in Portland, Tom's. Yeah, Tom's. So we'll see you in Portland. Yep, PRGE tickets can be purchased. There you go. There's the admission. Thank you, Krillin, for the link. I'm watching all your videos in chronological order. Call me crazy, but I really enjoy it. Oh my gosh, Billy, that's a lot of videos. Yes, they do get better. So, Billy, it's important to note that some of the videos I did of my early Nuts and Bolts of Gaming collection were done actually before they were uploaded. And so if they look really bad, it's because they were made long time ago, you know, years. And tonal painting, you're doing a brilliant job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for people. Wow. And I see you posting Billy on my comments. Billy here. That's awesome. Thanks for all your work, answering all my questions. Take care. No problem. If I didn't answer your questions, feel free to post in the comments when this goes, when it gets uploaded. So yes. Yep. So yeah, what's up? Camille Perez 89, John, my man, what's up? How we doing? Erickson 1983, thanks for the stream. Love the vids. The rest of the Metal Jesus crew does. Yeah, it's great working with Metal Jesus Rocks and his friends, and they're my friends. And the PRGE is a time where we can come together in our region. Also, after, if you can't make Portland Retro Gaming Expo, you have Cowlitz Gamers for Kids March 30th. And that's going to be in Cowlitz County in Longview, Washington. So that's where I'll be, and I'll be promoting that in a future video as well. You're the reason why I collect video games. Wow, that really hits me right here. And thank you, Roman Palmer. I think collecting can be fun, and you just have to have the right mindset. And I just love collecting. It's the one hobby that I've kept with. And I've met some awesome, awesome people, such as the people that are typing on this. Amazing people. Gaming is something where people can come together. I feel like it could solve a lot of problems. And I just want to say thank you. I've met a lot of amazing people in this hobby, and it means the world to me. And for everybody to come on and to comment and to support me, it means the world to me. I love doing this. The talking about games and answering your questions. What are your thoughts on the PS1 Classic? I did a whole video on that, so check it out. So yeah, thank you, Krillin64, for the tickets to PRGE. There you go. What's your favorite Sega Dreamcast game? I answered that before, but it's Crazy Taxi. And see, got about a minute to go. Eric, I might be able to make it. I live in West Lynn. Yes, if you can make PRGE, go. Okay, don't wait. Don't wait. Go if you can. If you can't, there'll be tons of coverage online. I will be showcasing and doing a video of the NES Museum and then uploading it to my channel. So I will be doing that. Crazy Taxi or Simpsons Road Rage? Crazy Taxi. How does it feel being immortal? I don't feel immortal today, but it feels pretty awesome. And so I feel tired. Also, look forward to the Midwest Gaming Classic, which is usually around the end of winter. Yes, Erickson 83, that's a great show, and I have never been. And so I've talked to people, I've seen people. I'd love to go to that sometime. It's just a bad time. I appreciate that you preserve these old games, even though I don't collect. It's nice to know that someone cares. Yes, I care quite a bit, and I would like a resting place for some physical media. And I believe that we should have lots of museums. And so I'm not a big fan of just having one museum. We need to have multiple museums because one museum doesn't rule them all. And there's tons of art museums and other museums. And why can't there be many game museums? And I'm going to have my own museum, and it's going to be awesome. No, I'm not related to the John Hancock. Okay, I want to go, but this is not held at a good time of the year. Yeah, it's yes. So, if you can, come to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. If not, that's okay. Go to a retro show near you, and if there isn't one near you, then that's okay. Maybe start one. So, anyways, thank you so much. I'm going to be ending the stream. And stay tuned this Friday, and I'll be doing a PS4 live stream. And I haven't determined the game yet, so look forward to it. Thank you so much. This is John Hancock. Thank you, Billy. Thank you for everybody that's been on this. Take care.